What exactly went wrong?
The National Resistance Movement did not perform as expected in the Central Region.
Was the ruling party caught unaware?
Buganda abandoning the NRM started 15 years ago.
What signal did this send?
Because you could see it was coming.
Was it really a political wave or a sign of tribalism?
And I used to warn Babas about this possibility.
Too many questions and less answers as the National Resistance Movement seeks to politically repossess Buganda and by extension Central Uganda in the forthcoming elections. At the end of the 2021 elections in Uganda, a new catchphrase emerged in the country's leadership landscape: political wave. Numerous leaders from the ruling National Resistance Movement lost their positions to the opposition National Unity Platform Party. Some were members of parliament.
Because you could see it was coming, that the way we are handling the Central Region and other areas, we are going to end up in this problem. You know, in Uganda, there are errors we made, which have resulted in what has happened.
More than 3 years later, the question of what went wrong for NRM in Central Uganda still lingers on.
Because at one time she was quarreling with Kasere Mumba. I had to be a mediator and say, please stop. And I was not paid mediation fees.
It is not clear what quarrel ensued then between Jessica Alupo and Justin Kasule Lumumba that the president had to mediate. His revelation could point to a claim of mismanagement of NRM party primaries, as asserted by some members who lost in Buganda.
It is true there was a wave, but the big problem was the primaries of NRM and the intrigue within NRM. The primaries of NRM and the intrigue within NRM, that's why we lost Buganda. Primaries became a situation that everybody, even non-members, were voting. So that's how it went.
To avoid similar occurrences, the call for abolishment of NRM party primaries has been amplified.
Primaries of NRM should be revised, if not abolished, for that matter, so that everything is clear. Because it has been the center of confusion. It has been the center of confusion whereby the NRM registers are not updated, and then you can come to a stage that let everybody vote because there's nothing to do. So to make anything better is to avoid them.
NRM is a mass party with a constitution, and there are provisions on how the constitution may be modified. But then those who want the primaries to be removed, they should also recommend on what other method would they want NRM to rely on to determine who the candidates would be.
However, a strategy to have the region successfully reclaimed politically has been figured out.
Our flag bearer will win with over 10 million votes. So why haven't we been doing that? Because we hold elections late. You find structural elections are held late together with other elections. And we have a lot of mix-up. So as a Party Electoral Commission, we are telling the country, we are telling our supporters to wait. And we are telling our leaders, let's sort out this election in a phased manner. Let's have the structure election so that the party has new structures, energized structures to start mobilization.
The success of this will also require laying bare the truth above what Dr. Tanga Odoi describes as lies by the opposition.
Alternative governments must have alternative manifestos. But the only manifesto the opposition and NUP has, Museveni must go. Now, if that is your manifesto, that Museveni must go, and you are thinking that you are posturing today and tomorrow, you lead people into demonstration, you go to the market areas downtown and destroy people's things, those people are not foolish. They will rise against you and vote you out. So if they think they will kill us and vote massively to win us in Buganda, wait for 2026.
In doing so, Buganda and by extension Central Region will be reclaimed by the NRM party.
And we are not going to give space to people to deceive the people. That's why we must do our internal elections early. We have our robust new system. We have new members who should mobilize Buganda. Buganda cannot be mobilized by Secretariat alone. Director mobilization cannot go to every part of Buganda. That's why she needs a very strong system. The Secretary General, who is the overall mobilizer at the Secretariat, cannot go to every village. That's why it needs a robust new structure to mobilize. And I can tell you Buganda and Busoga will not be taken by NUP like they did it in a wave.
All this assurance is coming at a time the National Electoral Commission has released a roadmap for the 2026 general elections. Presidential and parliamentary elections will be held on the 12th of January 2026. Henry Okrut, UBC.